how do you make B2B content actually go like viral or get people to care online when so few of the people watching it are actually like business owners? I'm sure there's a lot of them, but like, for example, like the majority of our audience, say there's someone watching this episode right now in, I don't know, Tuscaloosa, Alabama, right? For example, right? What industries do you see right now, or what places do you see right now that they could break into to start businesses that actually could be successful? Like, where are the holes in the market right now?
Well, I mean, I think there's pretty obvious ones for just like AI enablement for like
so
for
he's
like
in
Main
Tuscaloosa, man.
Oh
like,
yeah, it still works.
No, I know, but he's like
fine.
19 years old. He just left Walmart, and he's like, all right, so I can do plumbing, I can do power washing, I can do AI enablement. Yeah. Like, he's not going to do AI enablement.
I got like Maddox, who's on my team, is from a smaller county than that, from like Little Rock, Arkansas.
No, I'm not.
No, my point is like, dude, the internet's the internet. Like that kid can watch YouTube for free just like anybody else can, and can learn how to use make.com and N8N and do whatever the hell they want. And they can go to the local plumber in Tuscaloosa and be like, hey, instead of having this girl who you paid $1,500 a month to answer your phones, I can have an AI do it for $200 a month, and he can do that to 100 different places in his local town. Like, he absolutely can do that. He also could not stick to Tuscaloosa and just use the internet like everybody else.
Yeah, you got smoked. You got smoked right there.
I didn't. When you brought up AI enablement, I didn't make that connection. I guess what I'm trying to do is bring value back to people that are lost, starting to discover things.
Well, the reason I did school, so the question, right, is like 30, I think, so at the book launch, 2/3 of the people who were there were business owners. Self-selected said, I'm a business owner. And then 1/3 of people who were at the book launch said they wanted to start a business or didn't have one. But like, if you look at the US, 9% of Americans own a business. So it's 32.5 million, 33 million people out of 300-ish. So 10%, 9% of people have a business. I was okay with not being like the widest person. Like, I want to go deeper with the people that I can like make the biggest impact for. And so if 90% of people never know my name, I see that as totally fine.
That's an interesting number. About 30 million people are business owners. Are those the people buying your books? Because you're a best-selling author. I think on my PDF here it says you've sold over 4 million copies of stuff, which is a lot of books, dude.
It's a ton.
That's a lot of books.
Yeah.
So are the people that are buying your books, I would assume, are the business owners?
It's both. Okay. Entrepreneurs and entrepreneurs. So the entrepreneur side, like the reason that the school deal made, want to be entrepreneurs, like entrepreneurs.
Yeah. Like aspirational.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
But with the books, like the reason I put the books out there, the reason I put the content out there, like the long-term play is there's tons of 19-year-olds who are in Tuscaloosa who are like, dude, how the fuck do I make money? The education system's fucked. College doesn't make any sense anymore. Like, what do I do? And so like, I put a ton of content out for those people, but I also put out a ton of content for like, okay, when does a roll-up make sense? When do you how do you exit a business? Like, what are the key risks that you have to eliminate so a private equity investor would want to make that purchase? And so I make kind of like information on all sides there, because the amount of people who've been watching my stuff for a few years used it all. And they're like, I quit my job. I started using your stuff, and I just built this tourism van business in Alaska, real story. And then they like fly out because they're like, dude, I'm doing $2 million a year. And I'm like, that's awesome.